Okay, so now I'm hoping that it works properly. Sorry, give me a second to test out everything because this is going to suck. Maybe a lot. Who knows? Um, okay. Isn't? Okay, perfect. Okay, there we go. So everything should be fine. Sorry, my PC has been overloaded for some reason, CPU wise, for no reason. I think it's because of Google Chrome, and Google Chrome is being an absolute shiza right now. A piece of shiza, if you will. So I've been trying to, I think it's just because I'm adding way too much stuff into it. What the frick happened to that? Sorry, I'm also checking. I'm trying to check if I can open any references without anything crashing. Please? Okay, perfect. Okay, I opened up my references. Sorry, I'm going to test out audio once more just to make sure that nothing sounds horrible. Balls. Why is that not working? Ooh. I don't know what kind of noise that was. Okay, let's give this a test. Okay. Okay, is this going to work? Okay, nice. Okay. Okay. Please work. Also, why the frick is my OBS's chat different? Oh, balls. Help? Hold up. Oh, that's not okay. You don't want to see that. You definitely do not want to see that. Oh my god. What is happening? Why is everything falling apart? Okay. That's new. That's definitely new, I'll tell you that. Hold up. Is there any docs? Chat? No, it's still weird. Why is it weird? Why are you weird? Stop that. Oh, like this. Okay, perfect. Okay. Can everything stop breaking now? Okay, so I'll just quickly introduce the concept of the illustration. So you can see it's negative space Rosery. So Rosery is the illustrator who sort of introduced me to just drawing again and everything, because for the longest time I think it's been like what 10 couple of years since maybe more since I've actually stopped drawing. So I used to draw a whole bunch as a child, but then life, and then I stopped drawing, and then I started social media, and then I came across Rosary's illustrations, and that just made me fall in love with drawing again, drawing all over again. So I think I owe her a whole lot for art, and so have all so the concept of the illustration is negative space. So the background is going to be separated in two colors. So here it's going to be pink, and underneath is going to be red. So you can see this line over here is going to separate the two background colors. The pink is going to blend in with her hair, so the hair is not going to have any sort of shading or line art. It's just going to blend in completely with the background. So the only indication of shape is just the hair that overlaps onto her face, onto her ribbons, onto her hands. And then it's the same thing with the red. It's just going to blend in with her cardigan. So everything is just one mass. And again, the only indication of any sort of shape is going to be like folds in her clothes, where you might see like the laces being like folded up. And yeah, so I like drawing her model like long hair more than drawing it like short hair. I know she likes the short hair version, but there's something about like just the dynamics of longer hair which I really like. Not in a creepy way, just so we're clear. Sorry, I'm taking a look at the art reference right now, and this will be a problem. This is gonna be so rough. This is gonna be so tough. Okay, it's just gonna work. Okay, so it goes to, so she has a collar, so she has a, I'm not even sure what to call this. What kind of clothing style is this? A granny clothing style, maybe? Okay, so she has like a collar over here. Obviously I sketched everything out beforehand, but it's okay, so it's going to be something like this, maybe maybe more downwards, like so. And hold on, this is, yeah, I like my shapes to be a bit more round, if you will. So this is going to be where her neck is. So nothing about this is red just yet. So the annoying thing, so you might notice V2, I actually drew a negative space illustration, I think last year, but my style changed so much that I'm like, you know what, it's improved so much that I'm like, you know what, I think I'm just going to redo everything. So that's why it's also a V2 version number 2, even though it's not even like a version. There's like a complete different illustration, if you will. So that's the backstory of this. All right. It probably should be more straight, so I think I should follow this over here. Yep. Okay. Like so. It's fine if the line arts don't. It's fine if the line art isn't perfect. Okay. I did some silhouette stuff over the past couple of days since my last like illustration stream, and one of the tips for just drawing and whatnot is that the line arts isn't like really that important. What's actually really important is actually sorry, let me finish this. Is actually shapes. So you might notice that if you actually draw a silhouette, you can actually definitely still tell that this is a character of some sort, right? You can definitely tell like that he's holding, like, for example, if you draw like I'm just gonna do a quick example. So for example, if I just do I'm just gonna draw a stick figure. If I draw something like here, right? So for example, if I just did this, you might be like, oh, that's kind of ugly, but I can tell that this is a person's head, this is their body, their legs, they have their arm crossed over, their other hand is just relaxing, and they're holding an axe. Yeah, right? So the tip that I got for line art in general was just, oh whoops, I can just erase this layer. There we go. So the tip for the tip for just drawing in general was that your line art doesn't have to be perfect, because at the end of the day it's actually just shapes that really matter. So it's actually, so the line arts don't contain the shapes that you actually draw, right? It's just sort of forming the boundaries of the shapes, if that sort of makes sense. I'm not sure if I'm phrasing this correctly. Sorry, let me make sure that all my audio is correct. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that was just a tip that I got over the past couple of days. Because it makes a lot of sense, right? Because if we're just drawing like some okay, there we go. It makes a lot of sense. maybe what I'm saying right now does not make a lot of sense, but it does, trust. Okay, let me do this. Oh crap. No, that's right, okay. Where should I put the collar? Okay, yeah, okay. That's right. Okay. If I do this, right? Yeah, okay. That's right. Right? That's right. I don't think it's too up. I think it might be too high up on her neck. Hold up. If I if I did this and then just did another one. Okay, yeah, that's more or less what it is. Okay. So if I did this, whoops, might be a bit too long. Did crap. Yeah, like that. Oops, I kept this line. This line should not be here. I thought I Control Z that, but guess not. These ones should be slightly bigger, so it should be like this. Okay. But yeah. So your line art should not be containing the shapes of your character. The shape should exist regardless, independently of your line art. So even if you get rid of the line art, so you have all the flats and you get rid of all the line art, it should still theoretically, you should still be able to tell like the character. That's just a tip that I got over the past couple of days. For illustrating, because yeah, that's it do be like that. Yeah, that's that. And obviously I'm far from being able to advise people regarding illustrations, but you know, if I have a tip that I find particularly useful, then I'll be down to share it, especially when I'm the one who's like drawing and learning everything and whatnot. So yeah, I might have made the ridges a bit too big, but that's fine. Right, they're called references for a reason. I know there's fan art, but still, I'm too lazy to do this. I'm not too lazy, but you know, you get my point. What's this? Okay, so she has a pendant, which I think I would want to maybe just goes off to her side. So if she have I don't think her pendant is even remotely long enough to actually just be there. Unless, what I can do is that it's actually off to the side, so it's no longer. So generally, what her pendant does is that it actually just like, it just goes by over here, right? And then it's over here, and then it just, whoops, sorry, it just hangs there. Assuming that she's standing upright, right? So if I just shifted all of this off to the side, and it's just sprawling there, right? That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm just not sure if I can actually execute that, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay, also, I think I screwed this up. This should be a lot more, should be higher up, I think. Okay, no, wait. No. I'm actually going to set this down slightly lower, I think. Slightly lower, so I think it will be around here. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be around here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yep, okay. Should be around there. Okay. Yeah, sure, it's fine. Actually, I don't think it's airy looking enough, and now it looks like it's wrapped around her neck. So what can I do? I don't know. Down over here maybe, or maybe I can do like a sharper angle, for example. So since this is far too close, maybe I can do something that's down over here, right? One of these days, I'm going to be able to make one thing in one stroke, and it's going to be over for everyone. Okay. Let me see if this can work. Okay, there we go. Balls. Okay. Okay, how's this? No. I think the problem is here. This one in particular, where it sort of looks like it's not drooping down, because I do want it to droop down just a bit to make it seem like it's not wrapped around her neck, right? It's just sort of hanging by there. Okay, yeah, it looks better. So yeah, you just gotta play a lot with illustrations for it to sort of make sense. So if it's over here, sorry, I'm gonna erase this in general, and I'm going to maybe restart it. So if I'm over here, okay, so I should be about here, right? Yeah, okay. Should be about here. Lower this. Okay. And then once this happens, I can finish this. Okay, perfect. Right? Okay, yep. Okay, that works. Here, I just put the, I don't even know what to call this. What is this? They're not collarbones. They're whatever neck thing you have, right? Just so that I can sort of situate where like the center of the neck is. I don't know. Does that really make sense? Who knows? I don't care. I really don't. I mean, I do. Right? But that's the least of my concerns right now. So I want one sleeve of her cardigan to actually be sort of drooped over, if that makes sense. So we have just her shoulder being exposed over here. That sounds way worse than it is. I swear I'm not a weirdo. Maybe I am, who knows. I would hope not, because I would prefer not to be a weirdo, but then again, I guess artists or artist types in general are kind of weird, but you didn't hear that from me. So over here it's interesting, over here in general, not because it's the armpit area, but because of the way that her hand is actually lifted up. I read a lot of comics. You'll know that I'm a nerd at heart. I'm a nerd at heart. So one thing that you'll notice throughout like comics, especially with Spider-Man, is that there's a lot of swinging poses with Spider-Man. And when Spider-Man swings, you'll notice that his pecs are both the exact same size, which is actually not anatomically correct. If you actually lift your hand upwards, you'll notice that one pec actually sort of flattens out. This is because, well, your muscles have to like sort of stretch for certain things to work, because human body, right? So I'm gonna have to do that for, do boobs stretch? This can sound so weird out of context, but I mean, I'm not a girl, so I can't tell if boobs stretch. I have pecs, but I don't have boobs. So they're two different things, because pecs are muscles. Girls can have pecs. I guess guys can have boobs too, except they're not really practical. They're not really functional, right? But what kind? I don't know. do girls' boobs like sort of flatten out or stretch when you lift up your arms? I don't know. I can't ask that to anyone because that's just weird. That's just, I mean, that's just harassment, I think. So what? I don't think it would, because I'm trying to, because if it does flatten out, I wouldn't draw it as rounded here. I would draw it sort of straightened out. So if it doesn't round off, if it does round off, I keep this shape. But if it does round off, I probably reduce it to like something like this, just so then it makes a lot more sense. But I can't tell if it does, so I cannot do anything about it. But yeah. Look, man, sometimes things just don't make sense, and that's fine. Okay. Look, man, anatomy is hard. Some things just don't make sense. And that's not alright, because I'm struggling so much. What the frick is going on here? Okay. Hey, hold up. I'm trying to see if I activate another layer, because some of this does not make sense. Okay. Wait, hold up. Let me get rid of this. That's not what I need to get rid of. Okay, yeah, that is what I need to get rid of. Okay. So it's going to be over here, I believe. I think. I believe. I don't know, man. I'm just drawing off references right now. I don't know what I'm doing. People are like, "Oh man, artists, man, they got everything planned out when they draw things." No, so many artists just improvise as we draw along. God, no. I mean, to be fair, there are some artists that are like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm just think about what I'm gonna draw as I draw," and it's just like, what? How do you do that? Or I'm just gonna plan everything out before I draw, and it's just like, what? I mean, posing wise, I understand, right? Because I do that as well, where I do the insane amount of friggin' reference photos that I take for just anything is like, oh, that's a concerning amount. Like, I swear I'm not a narcissist when I have this many pictures of myself, but it's all for artistic purposes. So yeah, for this I need to put on a cardigan, unrolled up my sleeves, because usually when I wear any sort of clothing I like rolling it up, because yeah, I unrolled my sleeves and I just laid there looking very, very weird, and I took a whole bunch of reference pictures, because why not? You know what? Why not? Right? So okay, so this is where the negative space starts to, where I really need to take into consideration the negative space. So in most instances, you would have her cardigan actually be draped up along her shoulders, and it would actually just drift over to here, right? So it would go down from her shoulder to over down here, for example, right? So that would be like where the cardigan would be, right? But here, because it's actually curled in and there's actually a white border along here, so it would be a lot easier to actually draw like the white border just like that. But because her cardigan is actually draped, not draped, but it's actually sort of at her bicep, I guess. It makes it sort of harder, because now I have to sort of visualize everything, which is a pain. So I'm just going to, I think I need to find more references for this. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I need to find more. Granny Rosary. Why do you not have that many? Why is your cardigan so difficult to draw? Okay, never mind. Okay. Never mind. I think I got it. I just gotta. Okay. Okay, this from a completely different angle, but I think this should allow me to understand this. So give me a second. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me pull up the reference picture on my other screen. Not this. That looks horrible, horrendous. Don't ever do that. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay. That's such a tough angle. That's such a tough thing to draw. Oh man. Okay. So if her cardigan, obviously this is just a sketch, so I don't have to follow that. But oops, sorry, I need to switch back. Okay, so, well, that makes sense. I think if I do this, I think, yeah, okay. If I do something like this, I think that will make not the most amount of sense, because why the frick would clothing move this way? But it's I think that it'll work. So what I want to do is to actually, let me actually do something like this. Let me add another layer. I'm going to add another layer where I'm actually going to make guides for where my things are going to go, right? So I'm going to do this. Okay. Also, I think Rosu has a pattern brush for her cardigan pattern. So, unlike me, I have to draw everything by hand. Okay. Oh, whoops! Crap. I do not want to draw that. Okay. So if it's like this. Okay. It's like this. I'm not even sure if this is going to make sense. I'm gonna be honest, Chief. It's probably not, but too bad. Okay, we need to draw this. Draw this. This would be so much easier if I knew what I was drawing. But I don't. Okay. No, now it doesn't make sense. Does it? Maybe. Yeah, no, this does not make sense. Hold on. Okay. Nope, this is way too thick. I think I'm going to start from over here. So her arm is going to go over the cardigan, so realistically it should stop over here, right? Let me check. No, wait, so it drapes over, so I'm gonna need to, God, I don't need to sketch this out. So what's going to happen is the cardigan goes, sorry, I'm trying to, okay, there we go. What's going to happen is that the cardigan goes over her shoulder, right? Not over her shoulder, over her bicep. So let me change pens real fast. Okay, it's going to go over her shoulder. I need to determine all the folds and whatnot. I think then I'll have a lot of an easier time, right? So this is where it's going to follow the white band, and that's just going to, go sort of just close up over here, and that's just, her cardigan is just going to open up like so, right? I think. Right, because then she has her cardigan like so, where everything is just sort of sort of bunched up together. I'm just doing random shapes. It doesn't have to be representative of anything, right? So she just has her cardigan just sort of bunched up over here, right? And then you have her actual sleeve, which is just really puffy over here. It goes over here, right? Right, so actually no, this goes over here, and maybe it just flops open a bit more. All right, so maybe that could be it. I'm not sure if the inside of her cardigan has the patterns though. So let me just let me just erase this. God, I'm gonna need to take a reference picture for this, because this is hard. This is hard. I'm gonna need to take a whole bunch of more reference pics of me wearing a cardigan, which is not a very pleasant picture, I can assure you, but I'm trying to wrap my head around this. How's this going to work? Because there has to be something about this that works, right? Trying to figure it out. Okay. It's hard. Okay, I'll determine the pathing of her cardigan first. So when I wear my cardigan, usually but my cardigan has a hood. My cardigan has a hood, so it's definitely not representative of everything, because her cardigan doesn't have a hood. Because if you have a hood on your clothing, usually it tends to change the shape of the folds a bit, so that's going to be a pain. So if she has this, right, so she has goes down over here, so if it goes down over here, and then just sort of, okay, no, what do I do? So obviously this cardigan just sort of flops open over here, right? So then it goes up over here, goes up over here, and then at some point it just sort of flips back around over here, right? So it's going to go over here, and then it's just going to lay open like so. All right. Okay, that sounds like a decent plan, I guess. This is a puffy ass sleeve over here. Not as puffy as you would think, right? But then the sleeve just sort of stops over here and bleeds into the rest of the background over here, right? So if there's like folds over here, then you would be able to see it through like the red into the back, into the pink background, if that makes sense. It's a lot of planning, because I gotta make this, has to visually make sense as well. Man, oh man. Okay. So I don't have to worry about this sleeve over here because it's going to be hidden anyways. I just have to worry about this white thing. She has a ribbon over here, which is fine. I don't think it's as puffy as this, so it's realistically just going to be here, and I'm going to draw the ribbon just sprawled out in the open, like so, right? Okay. The problem is this, right? This problem is this, because it's just, I mean, I assume it follows similar pathing to this, where it's sort of curled in, and eventually just reaches like a point where it just slims down, opens up, and then goes back in, and then this is just follows the rest of her clothing. Her body is over here, so okay. Okay. It's not very fun. This is definitely not very fun. Wait, where did my line art go? Oh, that's where my line art went. Okay. I was afraid I deleted my line art or something. I was like, oh, yeah, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. Okay, so what's going to happen is sorry, I'm thinking. Because we're not going to be, so what's going to happen is that we're not going to be able to see this at her. Okay, I'm going to draw her hand first, because the hand is going to act as a sort of reference point for where her sleeve is. So I draw with a whole bunch of reference points. Usually I have like, I draw something, I'm like, okay, this is the anchor point for the rest of the illustration. So usually when I draw her mouth, I determine that's like this much above of her chin, and then the nose is this much above her mouth, and then the eyes are this close to the nose. So I have like anchor points for where everything should be. So that's how I generally keep my anatomy somewhat consistent, if that makes sense. Even though it doesn't always work, but yeah. Okay, so the thumb sort of just curls in a bit, so it goes like here, and it's the knuckle. Okay, oops, that's the knuckle. Let's go over here, right? And then wherever the sleeve is, I have to sort of cut it off over there, because that's where the sleeve officially begins, if that makes sense. Right, so if it's over here, oh boy, oh man. Okay. Oh boy. So if it goes by here, goes here, that's a fingertip just peeking out, right? Because if you have it like this, you would have just a fingertip just sort of peeking out, and then you would have just sort of the rest of the hand just sort of follow that. So you have something like this. I'm looking at my hand right now, so it's gonna either suck or it's going to look kind of decent. Maybe both. Okay. Okay, so it does this, I think. Maybe. Balls. Why did that suddenly change into moving my vectors? Okay. It's gonna look so bad. That's fine. You can always change line art later. Okay. Okay, so this is not a complete cutoff. This is just an indication for where the pad of your pinky starts being, right? And then you have the other fold over there. I have no idea what I drew there. Ow, okay. I keep hitting my mic. Why do I keep hitting my mic? Okay. So this is at an angle where the fingertip just doesn't show for some reason. It's like a blind spot for fingers, I guess. Okay. So it's here. Okay. Goes over here. Right. So you can't really see any of the nails except for maybe this one. God, I wish I had longer nails so I could sort of see what's going on over there. Over here maybe? She has some long nails. Yes. Okay. I'm happy with that. God, I should have. Okay. I should have sketched out all the folds when I made everything way easier for this. That's fine. It's a good time to redraw everything, to replant everything. Let me check. Okay. See what's up with that. Okay, that's such a garbage angle. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at my references. Okay, so this is about right, I think. Okay, so it's like about here, right? And it just so happens that actually it's more like the, oh man, how do I do this? It makes sense it makes sense on my reference, but it doesn't make sense in when I draw it out, because there's no like shading, no nothing, so it just looks really, really odd. Maybe if I add shading it'll look better after. But is it going to work? Who knows? Okay, let's do this. Over here, because it's hard to, how do I depict like the fingernail actually going through there? I don't think, because the fingernail is just sort of bent down here, right? It's just sort of there. It's not actually. It's a really annoying angle where this is the pad of the finger over here. So this is the pad of the finger and it's just sort of curled in, but it's also an annoying angle where you can't sort of see anything, right? So it's just sort of stuck over there, annoyingly enough. Okay, I'll just draw that just in case. I'm gonna need to take more references after. Because every time I have to look at my reference, which is my own hand, I have to stop, and then I can't continue drawing while I'm looking at my references, and preferably I can look at my references while I'm drawing. So yeah. Okay, let's do that. This is pretty easy. This is just an index that is extended, so I can just do this, right? And then we have sort of the index, just sort of it being curled over here, so it's just sort of going in over there, sort of going like here, over here, sort of like going. Look, this is not a good nail, but okay, right. So it's supposed to be like here, right? Assuming this is not bent to high hell, so it should be like here. I think that's way too small of a nail. How do I, man? It's so hard. Okay, if it's like this, I have to draw it on the same sort of plane as the rest of her hands. Too long. Okay, maybe. Hold up. Yeah, okay, it's too small. This nail is too small. Okay. This goes in a bit diagonally. It's still straight, so it goes like this. This one just goes like this, right? It's kind of weirdly shaped. Okay, so it goes like this. Same thing with the nail, where it just goes like this. Okay. God, I'm losing my mind over here. Okay. Right. I'm gonna, man, you know what? I hate drawing hands. I mean, I prefer drawing hands over drawing feet, but that doesn't defeat. Okay, that doesn't. Okay, that poor choice of words. That doesn't like, defeat my hatred for drawing hands. Okay, let me. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so the sleeves of her cardigan actually go quite a bit further than I thought. So it's almost near her fingers. Over like here. It's like here, but I prefer showing more of her hand. So I'm going to draw like the sleeves of the cardigan over here. Right, so it is sort of like this. And then I'm going to need to erase all the line art after because that's the style. That's the style. Gotta do things for art, I guess. Okay. So we have this. Right. We have the cardigan going like this, right? Get rid of this. Actually, no, I don't have to. I don't have to erase this because. Do I? Because okay, I'm debating whether or not to have line art. So we're gonna have her the rest of her. Oops, sorry. We're gonna have the rest of her clothing going along here and whatever, right? So there's going to be a red shape here regardless. What I'm debating is should there be line art containing this, or should it just be a red blob? So if it's just going to be a red blob, I'm going to fill in my flats with the red first, and then I'm going to erase my line art second. But if I did the but if I do have it with line art, I'm going to keep my line art and I'm going to fill in the flats after, right? So it's just a matter of process, but it's also a stylistic thing. I think it looks cleaner if I don't have the line art. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to draw everything, and then I'm going to fill in everything, and I'm going to erase the line art afterwards. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Well, obviously I'm going to keep the line art for this part. So I'm going to keep the line art for this segment, but I won't keep the line art for anything here. Alright, so anything that's touching anything else will have line art. If that sort of makes sense. Probably doesn't, but too bad. Okay. Okay. Goes over here. This goes over here. So which part of her sleeve curls in? I assume that, I assume that most of this actually just droops down. So it just sort of droops down and everything just sort of follows this, right? So I assume it's gonna hide a part of her, laces. Cause what she actually has is she has, pretend it's like her arm, even though I'm gonna draw it badly. So she has her arm over here with the cardigan. So what she has is that she has a. Oh, I just realized her sleeves actually have different designs. Does it? Yeah, her sleeves have different designs. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a pain. I think last time I drew her with her cardigan, I drew both sleeves with the same design. Oh god. So what she has on her right side is actually a bow on top. I'm going to just quickly draw a bow, even though I know it's garbage. So yeah, just gonna do this. So what she has is that she has a bow on top, right? And then she has and she has 3 lace X's over there, right? And it goes all the way down to her around her more than her elbow, so it sort of reaches into her forearm, I would say. So okay, how will I draw this? This is gonna be hard. It's gonna be so hard. Why did I do this to myself? And then again, part of what makes art actually worth it is just the challenge. Okay, right, so it droops down over there. Okay, I'm gonna need to find a way for this. Okay, let me delete all of this first, then we can go ahead and continue. Okay, so we have this. Okay, I'm going to delete this. Yeah, let's delete this because it's not even a good representation of how her sleeves work. So we have this, and obviously it just sort of carries over to here. It sort of goes down and then it twists back up over here, where it then continues onwards to her back, if that makes sense. Okay. So we have this. Okay, no. It's going to go down here. Okay, it's going to go down here, like so. Right. And then it's going to just sort of hold on, let me check if her cardigan has the white details on the inside, the white border on the inside. Because if it doesn't, then I can save time doing absolutely nothing. I don't think there is. Does that mean I can save time? Please let me save time by doing that. Okay, let me check. Oh, there isn't. The white border is only on the outside. Yeah, boy. Okay. I know I'm being lazy right now, but hey, let me be lazy. Let me be lazy here and there. Okay. Perfect. So usually her cardigan reaches around her. Actually, let me check character sheet. Character sheets are important to illustrations, fan arts, and anything in between. Okay, not that. Let's see. Let's see what else is there. Okay, so reaches is usually around her skirt, so it goes to around the mid bottom upper thigh, the top upper thigh. Cause what the frick kind of skirt is that? I don't understand women's clothing, I'm gonna be honest. Cause her skirt starts off pretty high up, so it starts off like around like right below her booba. Okay, yeah, sure, I'm just gonna say boobs. And they go down to I don't understand. And then they go down to reach up to like her thigh over here, if that makes sense, right? And then I'm gonna need to draw like the skirt just riding up over there, not in a creepy way again. It's just because she has her leg bent, so I have to bend the skirt as well. Okay. Okay, I have my work cut out for me. That's fine. Okay, anyways, back to the cardigan. So we have this, so obviously the cardigan just stops at around here. So cardigan is just slightly shorter than her skirt. So it goes around here. It drifts not drifts up, but it sort of just goes up over here. Okay, hold up. Okay, nope. I think I might have goofed. So yeah, so if it goes here, and we just have this. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense technically. So I'm going to erase most of this. So we have this, and connects to this, and then on the way it sort of twists around over here. So you would have the little wavy pattern over here, and then eventually her cardigan underneath of her arm just sort of flops open, if that makes sense. Which doesn't, I assume, right? Maybe, possibly. Ah, crap. I need that. Okay. Okay. So it just sort of goes over here, right? Right, so eventually your pattern just sort of fades out into this line over here, right? But I'm going to give it a bit more just to give the cardigan I'm just going to delay the flip over a bit more just so that it gives the cardigan a bit more of a shape, rather, if that makes sense, because you won't be able to tell that there's a cardigan there unless you know what I'm talking about beforehand. So I'm going to have to give additional shapes to give the cardigan its silhouette. So we have this. Give me 20 years, sorry. Oh my god. What's your sequissa? Okay. I'm just gonna touch up this line. Okay. Okay, there we go. Over here, erase this a little bit, perfect. Okay. So we have this, and then it sort of just fades out over here. Okay. Alright, sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Whether it's a solid one is another debate for another day, but hey. That's that, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna draw these little things first. So then it sort of just has just to act as guides, and I'm going to add more detail into them later on. Alright, so she's going to do this, it's just going to go here. Okay, let me see. Where does it eventually fade? Okay, whoops, I don't want to do that. It goes here, here, goes here, goes sort of flattens out, and then eventually just sort of fades into a line over here as it sort of folds over. Okay, so it sort of just disappears, right? Because it sort of just does that. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna refine it in between of streams if I do actually draw. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oof, I'm gonna need a stretch after this. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Yeah, alright, see you guys next time. Bye bye. See ya. Take care. Have a good night or good evening. See ya. And bye.